Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about these four topics: nested if statement, switch case in Java, comparison of switch case and if else statement, and last one is fall through concept in Java. So let's start with the first topic, nested if statement. So nested if statements means an if statement inside another if statement. That is, we can place an if statement inside another if statement. So whenever we are using an if statement within the block of another if statement, so that structure is called nested if statement. So you can see here syntax. So first, this is my outer if statement, and inside this if statement I am using another if statement. So that's why this overall structure representing nested if statement syntax. So inside each if statement, condition will vary as per the program logic that is independent from this structure. Next is examples on if statement. For example, I want to write a program in Java to accept a number from the user and check whether it is greater than 10 or not. If it is greater than 10, then we will further check whether it is even or odd. If my number is less than 10, I will directly print the output number is less than 10. For less than 10, I am not going to check for any even and odd case. So let's start with the program logic. I have declared a class nested if. Main method I have written, scanner class object I have created, then a number I have accepted, and number I have stored in a x variable. So in the first condition I am checking x greater than 10. So for example, I will enter x value 12, assume. So in that case, how this condition will be checked? 12 greater than 10, condition true. So it will come inside this block, nested if block, if 12 mod 2 equal to 0. So this condition will also be true. So what will be the message? This message will be printed, number is greater than 10 and even number. Now assume I will enter 13. So in that case, here this condition will be true, but this condition 13 mod 2 equal to 0 will give a false. So if it will give false, it will print this message. So for x is equal to 13, the output will be number is greater than 10 and a odd number. Now for example, I will enter the number 5, assume. So in the first here itself, 5 greater than 10, condition false, it will directly come in this else part. So it will print number is less than 10. And this SOP statement is independent of any of the conditions, so it will be executing every time. It is independent from any of the condition. So this condition does not have any effect on this last statement. So this is the overall execution of this nested if program. So again, you can look at in this program here. This is my one if, and this is my another if statement. So this is the way to write nested if program. Now Next very important topic is switch case statement. Switch case statement is a multi-way branch statement. The switch statement defines multiple path of execution of a program. It is the best replacement of a if else statement. Means if we are using if else statement, if we are at the place of that statement, if we will use switch case, so the program will execute in a good way. There will be fast execution, because in if else statement sometimes there will be unnecessary checking if we will specify more condition, but that type of disadvantage will not be there in a switch case. So that's why switch case is the best or better replacement of a if else statement. So here are few points about switch case statements. First point is it will work with byte, short, int and char. We can and long data type also. So up to, from JDK 7 we can also use string to specify the case value. So before JDK 7 it will work with all these non-decimal data type and character data type. Second point, duplicate case value are not allowed. It means, for example, I have written case 1, so second time I can't write case 1 again. Third point, the default statement is optional. Mostly we will use the default statement if the choice will not match with any of the case value, then it will print the directly default case. So default case mostly we are writing invalid choice. So this is also optional. It is not mandatory that each switch case block will ends with the default. Break statement is used inside the switch case to terminate the statement sequence. Break statement plays very important role in the execution of the switch case block Last point, the break statement is optional. If omitted, execution will continue on into the next case. Because for example, I'm having 5 cases, and in first 4 cases I have not written any break statement, and if I want to execute case number 1, so what will happen after the execution of case number 1, remaining 4 cases will also execute. So this is the disadvantage in the absence of a break statement. Unnecessary execution will be there in the absence of a break statement. But again, I'm repeating, it is not mandatory, it is optional. Syntax of switch case statement. Here we will pass the choice value in this expression. So for example, I will enter choice value 2, then this particular block will execute. If I will enter choice value 1, then first block will execute. And here dot represent means we can specify a number of cases, and last case is a default case for syntax purpose. So this is the overall syntax of a switch case statement. Now first example on switch case, and before discussing this example, I just want to tell one thing, that menu driven program mostly you will get in your board exam. It can be asked related to any topic. They can give you a string program also in the form of menu driven. They can give 2 numbers program also in the form of menu driven, or they can give an array or any method program in the form of menu driven. Menu driven means first it will display some list of choices. So from the list you will select any of the choice. The program will execute according to your choice. Unnecessarily or by its own it will not execute. So for example, I just want to write a program to check for these two possibilities, that I want to check whether my number is even or odd, and second is I want to check whether a number is a buzz number. A number is said to be buzz if it ends with 7 or a divisible by 7. For example, 27 also a buzz number because it is divisible by it ends with the 7, and 47 also a buzz number because it is ending with the 7. 17 also a buzz number. 21 also a buzz number because even if it is not ending with 7 but it is divisible by 7. So 21 will also be a buzz number. Now program code is, I have written the main method, scanner class I have created, number I have accepted. Now these two line represents the menu. These two line represents the menu. So first is enter 1 for even number, enter 2 for buzz number. Means if user want to execute the code for even and odd, then user will enter 1. If user want to execute the code for buzz number, user will enter the choice 2. After specifying these choices, I will accept the choice from the user and also that which choice user want to enter. So that choice I am accepting in here in a ch variable. So that choice I am passing to this switch case block also. Now case 1, here in case 1 I have already specified in the choice that case 1 is for even and odd, and my number is stored in which variable? X variable. So in case 1 I will write the logic for even and odd. So x mod 2. So for example, I will enter x equal to 12. Assume I will enter x value 12. So in that case 12 mod 2 equal to 0, condition true, it will print the output even. And suppose I will enter the choice 2, I will enter the choice 2 and suppose x is a 12 only. Then how this condition will be checked? 12 mod 10 equal to 7, false. 12 mod 7 equal to 0, this also false. So what will be the output in that case? Output will be not a buzz number. And if I will enter the choice 3, it will execute the default case. So what will be the output? Invalid choice will be the output in that case. So this is the overall logic for this program. Now if you will see the output screen, I have entered the number 45 first and two choices are displayed as a menu. Enter 1 for even, enter 2 for buzz number. If you will see in output 1, so enter the choice. Now this time for an x for number 45, I want to execute the choice 1. It means it will check whether my number is even or odd. So if you will see here downside, it is printing the output number is odd. So 45 is a odd number, output is correct. Now in sample output 2, again I just want to check for number 45. Here enter 1 for even and odd, enter 2 for buzz number and enter your choice. So this time I want to execute second choice, that means I want to check whether 45 is a buzz number. So you can see here downside the output is printed already that 45 is not a buzz number. Why 45 is not a was number? Because for was number we are having two conditions, either the number is divisible by 7 or ends with the 7. So for n is equal to 45 or for x is equal to 45, both the conditions are returning false. So that's why it is not a buzz number. So this is the program sample outputs. Now next is very important question. What is the difference between if else and a switch case statement? So first point about if else test for equality as well as for logical expression. Switch case test only for equality. We cannot specify any logical expression. Logical expression in the sense means we can't write case 1 or case 2, or we can write case 1 and 2. Like that, it is not possible in case of switch case. Second point, if statements works with integer, character, floating point or a boolean type, but switch case only works with char, byte, short, int, long data type. As I already told, from JDK 7 onward, we can it will also work with the string type. So you can include here string also. Last point, here we can specify range of value using relational or logical operators. A range of value means, for example, I just want to check whether user can enter only a number between 10 to 45. So how you will specify? For example, the number is stored in variable n. So you will specify if n greater than equal to 10 and n less than equal to 45. So like this you can specify a range in case of if else if using a relational operator or logical operator. But in case of switch case we can't specify any range like if else. So this is also one of the difference among these two. So these are the very important three difference students can write, because mostly the theory question will be asked for 2 marks. Students can write any 2 examples in their exams. Now this is very important question related to switch case. We have already discussed the break statement uses in switch cases. So the concept is, what is fall through? The unnecessary execution of the switch cases in the absence of break statement is called a fall through. This can be handled by using break statement in each case log. It means if we are having 5 cases and I have written all the 5 cases without a break statement. So what will happen? Out of 5, if I want to execute case number 1, after the execution of case number 1, case 2 will also execute, 3, 4 and up to 5. All the cases will be executing. So this is called unnecessary execution. So to avoid this unnecessary execution, we will use a break statement inside the each case. After writing the break statement, then we will use the next case value, case 2 or case 3, whatever it will be. So the unnecessary execution of the switch cases block in the absence of break statement is called a fall through, and we can handle this condition with the help of a break statement. So this question can also be asked, how you will handle the situation of fall through in Java. So the answer for this question will be, with the help of break statement we can handle the situation of a fall through in a Java. So this is all about this concept. Practice how to write menu driven program. You can solve the board question paper question, or you can refer any book if you are having. You can download the question paper or any question related to if else or menu driven program or switch case program from the internet also. When you will practice, you will understand this concept very well. So thank you. Stay home, stay safe.